What's up, everybody? I'm Knee Deep, and today I'm bringing round 2 of my VGC UK regionals. This was a great match against Billa VGC. You can find him on Twitter at Billa VGC, and he was a very, very competent VGC player. I think he actually ended up doing really well in the tournament overall. And this was my worst battle by far. This was the battle where I made the most misplays, and I really just got blown away the worst. And I got blown away in this tournament, so you can imagine how bad this is going to be. Almost so embarrassing that I'm upset to upload it, but it was a learning experience, and that's what I took away from this tournament, was I had to learn some hard lessons, some really hard lessons. So let's jump right into it. His overall team, by the way, was Kangaskhan, Landorus T, Breloom, Aegislash, Rotom Heat, and Suicune. He decided to lead off with his Aegislash and Kangaskhan, which was a bad lead matchup for me because I actually went with my Kangaskhan and my Clefairy. Now, my Kangaskhan loses to Jolly Kangaskhan because obviously it is adamant, and we're both going to Mega Evolve, and as you can see, he Mega Evolved first, so it's quite likely that he's the Jolly Kangaskhan. I ended up going for Protect on my Kangaskhan this turn to keep it safe, and then I actually went for Minimize on the Clefairy, predicting his Aegislash to either King Shield, fearing the Sucker Punch, or to substitute fearing the Sucker Punch from Kangaskhan. So I made the Minimize play on Clefairy. I really should have switched it out. My best play by far was to switch my Clefairy out into my Bishop, and then protect the Bishop the next turn and go for the Power-Up Punch onto Kanga. That was by far my best play. I don't know why I didn't do it. I actually predicted his substitute correctly, so going into Bishop by far was my best play, but I didn't do it, and that was my bad. I got a Minimize off with Clefairy, and it was time to try and hax this guy to death, basically. So this next turn, he predicted my Power-Up Punch onto Kangaskhan really nicely, and he actually ended up switching out into his Suicune, which, as you are about to see, is a Rocky Helmet Suicune. So this switch ended up doing a lot more damage to me than it did to him. I went for the Follow Me with my Clefairy because I didn't really want to get hit on my Kangaskhan from his Kangaskhan. So my plan was to Follow Me his Low Kick and then get a Power-Up Punch off. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for me because he did switch into this Suicune, and I end up taking all of this Rocky Helmet damage. Once again, showing that I really should have thought this through, especially since I should have seen him bringing Suicune, because Suicune does well against my team. The only poke I have for Suicune is Ludicolo, which is actually why I brought Ludicolo to this battle. So I knew he was bringing Suicune, but for some reason I didn't act on that. I do manage to dodge the Flash Cannon, so Clefairy actually dodging an attack, and this was the only battle in which my Clefairy actually dodged any attacks, and it turned out to be completely worthless anyway. It didn't actually end up paying off at all. So, brilliant. This Clefairy was useless. I am changing it. I am never, ever using Minimize Clefairy again. It's really terrible. He went for the King Shield with his Aegislash, predicting my Sucker Punch onto his Aegislash. Really annoying that he's winning all these mind games. It's one of the reasons that I would vote no for bringing Aegislash back into OU, because it forces these 50-50s. Even in VGC, it forces 50-50s. He gets a Scald off on my Kangaskhan and burns it, making me really regret going for this second Minimize, because I should have used Follow Me and gone for the Double Edge onto Suicune just to kill it. Even with the recoil and the Rocky Helmet and all of that, I'd been much better off Double Edging the Suicune, killing it off, and keeping my Kangaskhan unburned. But unfortunately for me, he did burn me. He then manages to hit a Scald on my Clefairy and burn me. So really upsetting. I went for the Sucker Punch onto Aegislash again. It failed again because he went for Substitute, even though he already had a sub up. I was really upset by that. He's mind gaming the crap out of me here. He's winning all of the Aegislash 50-50s, and I'm just not playing well. I've got another Minimize up on my Clefairy now. I basically should be dodging all attacks. I think he's got a 25% chance of landing any attack. So I was hoping that Follow Me Clefairy could pull through for me. He goes for a King Shield here. It was really obvious that he was going to do that. I do not know why I went for Sucker Punch again. Really should be trying to get damage off on this Suicune at least. Or maybe Power-Up Punching my own Clefairy, just because if I don't miss, then that's going to give me more power for when I eventually do get a Sucker Punch off on the Aegislash. I go for the Moonlight on Clefairy to heal me from this burn damage. My opponent was really upset to see that I had Moonlight, in fact. He seemed to sigh. He was really worried that I was going to hax him to death with Follow Me Clefairy. I was really hoping I was going to hax him to death with Follow Me Minimize Clefairy. And it was my only hope at this point, basically, because of what I have in the back. I do have a Bishop back in the back, but he has his Aegislash behind a sub. This turn, I decided to finally go for that Double Edge onto Suicune. Not only do I only get one of the hits off, which is really heartbreaking, this is the turn that he decided to attack with Aegislash. I was heartbroken. I dodged that Scald. I was feeling really good about dodging that Scald, and then he decided to attack with Aegislash this turn. So if I'd Sucker Punched, I'd have broken that sub, and I'd have actually been in a really good position at the end here, because I'd have had Ludicolo and Bishop out against his substitute, against an Aegislash with no sub and a Suicune. I could have Giga Drained the Suicune and then killed the Aegislash with knockoffs, because I can just spam knockoffs, because you know, obviously Defiant, I don't care about King Shield. So unfortunately for me, the one turn I do not predict him to attack, he attacks. He is winning all of these mind games. I have to protect my bishop here. I have no other choice. If I don't protect my bishop, I'm going to regret it. He actually goes for the King Shield on Aegislash, meaning that I really do regret it, because I could have actually just gone for the knockoff onto his Aegislash. Obviously, it would have done nothing, but I've then had the protect next turn if I'd wanted it. So this turn, I am going to go for the Giga Drain onto his Suicune. Actually, the protect worked out for me there, because I protected against the Suicune's Scald. So I take it all back. That was my best play. I made my best possible play this turn, which was the protect with Bishop, and then the Giga Drain with my Ludicolo. He goes into his Kang Mama here, which is on full health. Really unfortunate for me that it's on full health, because that is going to be a problem. He goes for Double Edge onto my Ludicolo. That is going to kill it off, and I've lost the battle here. There is nothing I can do to win this battle at this point. No amount of hacks, no amount of luck, no nothing, because he has an Aegislash behind his sub, he has a Kangaskhan out, and all I have is a Focus Sash Bishop left, and he's got 3 pokes left. I was blown away in this battle. Please do go follow him on Twitter. I will link his Twitter down below. I think he's a great battler. He's on Nugget Bridge, I believe. Nugget Bridge? I almost said Nugget Bridge. Jesus. Nugget Bridge, I believe, as Billa VGC as well. Very, very capable battler. I learned a lot from this battle, so I was glad to have had this battle and this experience. I did learn a lot from it. I tried to sucker punch his Kangaskhan there just to get one more kill. I was just going for one more kill. I really wanted to get that sucker punch off on his Kangaskhan. In all fairness, I should have iron-headed it. But I thought he was going to low kick me to kill me. So I was just trying to get that last kill on the Kangaskhan. Unfortunately for me, he decided to go for the Sucker Punch just to score Horde just a little bit and make it look even worse for me by picking up that 3-0 victory, that decisive victory, putting me at 1-1 in the tournament overall, and 1-1 unfortunately was a low enough score to put me in the loser's room, which was really quite heartbreaking. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be back tomorrow with the next round, round 3 of this competition, and I will see you then.